Yo, what's up, people? It's your boy the Kryptonian saying here, bringing you a review for One Piece chapter 362. And I like how the cover page is maybe hinting at a reunion with Baroque Works and the Straw Hats, where you have Mr. Five and the little chick, the one that had like the little painting set where it's like she put the different colors on you and change your mood, which was a very cool power. Looks like they're playing a jailbreak, and Usopp is being taken off, possibly Sanji being taken to Anin's lobby, and before they get put on trial and eventually executed, they gotta sit in prison somewhere. So I'm wondering if Crocodile and them are there as well. And if we'd see a team up, that'd be pretty damn cool. That'd be pretty cool just to see that. But I like how at the end of the chapter, we have Kokoro warning Nami. Like, if you go on those back alleys, I don't care if your pirate friend there, your pirate king as he likes to call himself, the next pirate king. I don't care if he's there. If you go down there, you're gonna die. Don't you care if you're gonna live? And Nami just runs off, period. And this was so cool because this is almost like Oda right after, I'm not gonna say almost, this is what he's doing. Right after the Davy Back fight where Luffy, I feel, definitely cemented the fact that he's the captain and everyone falls in line behind him and how much he's willing to take on for the sake of the crew. And you had the whole thing with, Robin, she needs to be saved, and you can't do everything alone. I like how Nami has history with Luffy just like Robin does, where Luffy's liberated Nami from her past demons and picked her up from her lowest point, and now she's got to go save Luffy from a potentially life-threatening situation, because if that next tide comes in and the back alleys get completely washed out like how they're worried, Luffy's gonna die. And I just love that. And I love the fact that, one of the conversations we have is where she tells one of the men, get as much meat for Luffy and as much wine for Zoro as you possibly can. And one of the guys remarks where he's like, oh, she's got to be going through a growth spurt. And I'm not gonna lie to you, as soon as I read that, this is gonna sound fucked up, and I'm gonna apologize now to my female viewers, but I gotta do it. The only thing that grows about Nami between arcs is her cup size seems to go up. Like, it's something I've noticed. I went on like a really big rant, a while back, because I was just like, what the fuck? Like, her boobs are bigger and they're center stage in the chapter. Like, what the fuck is going on? And I just couldn't help that. Like, again, the only thing Nami grows between it, her hair doesn't even grow. Like, her boobs just go up a cup size. So, crude humor aside, I do like the fact that Nami has had the wheels turning the entire time. Like, Zoro's gonna need his wine, Luffy's gonna need his meat. We gotta get this shit together. Sanji and Usopp on that train. We can't begin to fight, as she tells Chopper, until they get Zoro and Luffy. And she's mobilized the troops. They're all looking. They're calling out Straw Hat, Zoro. They're calling out. They're trying to get the help. And Nami, just again, the mama bear in her is so strong. And I just love that moment. That was really, really cool. And to kind of go further into this, I like how Nami's putting it all out there in the same chapter, where Sanji has gotten himself into a pretty dicey situation, because the further he goes up those cars, the train cars, the more powerful opponents he's going to fight. And he gets into this really wacky fight with this really tall guy from the South Blue who practices karate. And there's this really funny scene where Achiro Oda cracks a dirty joke, and that's why I said I wanted to apologize to my female fans, because at the same time I didn't want to, because if Oda can write shit like he's having a playboy like Sanji say, I've never had anyone threaten me from between their legs, okay? If Oda can get away with this shit and you guys read or watch One Piece, I feel like I can say some dirty jokes from time to time. I feel like that shouldn't be a problem, because Oda just slips the shit in there, and it's the way everything was drawn. That was a sexual reference right there. It's like, I've never had anybody threaten me. It's like nobody really complains. Like, that was, Sanji was on some shit, man. Sanji was on some shit. So the fact that you got this wacky, fighting going on, where at one point the guy was just like, oh, did he run away? And it's just like, no, dumbass, he's right behind you. And Sanji finally gets to one where it's like, fuck all this playing around. one-shots the dude after he gets into a yoga position. And once again, it's just like, dude, you're in it. You've got your legs behind your head. That's a sexual position. Like, what the like, Oda does some shit, man. Like, the only thing is this is a dude, so it's not a woman. And I get it, you know, you can't have Sanji do that. There's certain lines you can't really cross. So, otherwise, it's no longer a shonen. So, I mean, again, Oda, the dirty jokes are there, man. This is right up there for me from when Goku was meeting. He's like 12 years old at this point, 12 or 13. He's meeting a thief, and she says, "Yes, you've got two great pair of balls inside your pants. Can you show them to me?" And Goku drops his pants. She's talking about the Dragon Balls. Goku drops his pants, has his penis and his balls out. It's like, I got balls. See, they're right here. You want to touch them? And it's right there with that. It just wasn't as forward. It's very subliminal. And I like how Oda just slips that stuff in there. He's a master when it comes to the dirty gags. That was pretty hilarious. Sometimes just being outright isn't the best, you know, thing to do. And I like how Oda, he has a touch for the comedy. So overall, this was a fun little chapter. You know, there was some good stuff in this where they're wondering how big the tide's going to be. More foreshadowing that this is going to be it for Water 7. And if it is indeed the final chapter for Water 7, not this chapter, I'm saying overall, if it does get wiped out, it's very fitting given the fact that it's going to get wiped out. And it's right as Tom, his apprentices have had their burdens wiped away. It's very good timing, very good artistically. My chapter question to you guys is going to be, at this point, what were your thoughts as far as Sanji? Did you really think Sanji was going to attempt to run the gauntlet with all of these powerful government people in each of these cars? Did you think he was going to try and fight his way through? Or did you think he was going to run into Usopp and save Usopp before that? What did you guys think on that? But as always, guys, if you like anything I had to say, hit that like button as it really helps out the channel. Don't forget to comment, subscribe if you're new. Don't forget to share. As always, guys, if you like anything I had to say, I just repeated that. Fuck you. Good night.